In this episode, I'm making a new farm, and then I'm making another new farm. Well, hello, all of you beautiful people out there in Minecraft land. How are you today? I am fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. In the last episode, we built an amazing raid farm that I should be coming up to right now. There it is, right there behind me. This is a great raid farm, but you know what? It's just not sufficient for me and my needs and my customers' needs, namely Skunkmunkee. This is a complicated design. Like, it's very fiddly. You got to get it exactly the right place. And the main benefit this raid farm has over some of the other designs I've seen out there is that it auto restocks you with ominous bottles, which is great. It's just not that great. You know, realistically, I'm not going to be AFKing at this thing for like 24 hours straight or anything like that. The most I'm ever going to AFK is probably going to be like 4 hours. And with a single stack of bottles, like, yeah, any raid farm will do. So as long as I get myself a good stack of bottles somewhere, like maybe by building an ominous bottle farm or something like that, I am going to be able to use any other raid farm design, some that are much, much easier to do. And that's why this little boat is over here, right here. So guess what? I am going to build the third raid farm of this season. But first I need to sleep. Just going to take advantage of one of my favorite crazy Minecraft mechanics and sleep on the bottom of the ocean. No problem. All right, that's all good. And now, you know what's next. We need to find some children for a new trip to Candy Mountain. Hello, children. Where are you? Come out and play. Gonna ring the bell here. Oh, hey, sir. Would you like to supervise some children at Candy Mountain? Hello? No? Okay. Where are the children? Children, come out and play. Oh, I just realized by ringing this bell, I'm probably sending the children back to their homes, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, well, okay. That's fine. I should be able to find them in their homes then. Children. Well, hello, little boy. Are you lost in the woods? Would you like to come to Candy Mountain? Your friends are already at Candy Mountain, and they told me that you would love to join them. So, yeah, get on in the boat. Perfect. Now we just have to find 3 more friends. Hello, sir. I'm looking for an adult to supervise the trip to Candy Mountain. Are you interested in that? Sir? Here, I'll tell you what. I'll just put a boat right here. If you're interested in supervising the school field trip to Candy Mountain, just come on out, get in the boat. Yeah, it's... You know, you don't have to. It's not paid, but it's good experience. Sir, can I talk to you about your car's extended warranty? Sir? Okay, just get in the dang boat, man. Come on. Let's see if I can encourage you a little bit. There you go. Thank you. And it looks like my scaffolding tower is still here from the last time I came over to this village, so I'm just going to use it to get all the way up to the top here. And then I think all I have to do is really just kind of run off the end here and fly. And nope, left them behind. Okay, we'll try that again. All right, here we go one more time, back up to the top, and hopefully it works this time. Maybe we have to pre-dangle a little bit, get out to the edge here. And this time, I am going to go this way. And then we'll just check. Yep, still got 2. And then a little bit. And still got 1. Okay, well, I'm going to take 1 back, and then I'll come back for the child second. And with great personal peril to myself, I have now managed to secure 2 villagers in a boat at the location where I need to build a new farm. Unfortunately, I need 4. So now I got to go find another village. And the next village is not too far away. As you can see, here's the village that I just started in. And if I just kind of point in this direction right here and go up over the hill a little bit with my extreme render distance, I should see, there it is, another village on the horizon. And hopefully this one has some children I can kidnap. I mean workers for my new factory. Not kidnapping. No, we don't do that. Gentlemen, have I got a deal for you? I see you've just become a farmer, but how would you like to become a raid farmer? Yeah, I know. New exciting opportunities, I know. Here, all you gotta do is jump in the boat, 2 of you. That's what I need. Thank you so much. Let me just hook up a lead and yeah, let's see if we can get back to where we need to be without too much effort this time. I know this is going to be tragic, but I'm gonna go into... Oh wait, did I lose you guys already? Holy smokes. think the trick is you have to start going down a little bit. So if I jump up and kind of coast down into the water, maybe then I can get this to work. All right, let's try this. Here we go. We jump and... Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we've got something happening. All right, we are on our way. And here's the other 2 villagers we left in the ocean, and no problem. No problem whatsoever. We now have all 4 villagers required, and now we can start the build. So without further ado, let's hit that time lapse. End of time lapse, and yeah, as you can see, my villagers are no longer there. Well, I finished the raid farm. That's good news, right? But well, while I was up there building, it turned night a couple times, and I forgot completely. I'm in the middle of an ocean, and of course, drowned are going to come up, attack my villagers, and turn them into drowned. And the worst part is, I actually came down here and I saw that it had happened, and I thought, okay, no problem. I could just go back to my base when I'm done building the farm, grab some golden apples and some splash potions of weakness and cure them and turn them back into villagers. No harm, no foul. Thought it'd be actually fun content. But of course, then a few seconds later, it became daylight and they burned. They burned and died. So now I got to go get myself some new villagers. So I'm going to do that. In fact, I'm going to do that off camera because I've already done it once and you don't need to sit through that again. So I'll be right back.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
And that is now done. I have finished the raid farm. I've cleaned up all the mess below. I've got villagers all the way up in place into the thing. Plus, I've got myself a few extra things. So in my inventory right now, you can see I have 3 ominous bottles. These are the level 3 bottles. This is what you need to use to run this farm. This farm, by the way, was designed by, well, actually, I don't know their name, but I'll put their link on the screen right now and in the description down below. Strangely enough, like the day after I published my video, Shulker Craft came out with a new tutorial based on this design. And here it is right here, stacking raid farm for the newest version of Minecraft. And it's supposed to work great, so I'm going to give it a try right now. All right, I have now filled up my inventory with dirt. I've got my sharpness 5 sweeping edge looting 3 sword over here. I've got fireworks rockets put in here. These have a small ball, so these are not standard flight rockets. They do have some sort of explosive charge. I think that's important. I'm not sure exactly how this farm works. And I ended up putting some Battle Omen 3 bottles in here, so I've got 10 of them now. I did try this raid farm for a second. I wasn't really sure what the heck was going on, so I didn't really make a good clip out of it. So I'm going to try again, only this time I'm going to go into free cam because I think I figured out how I can do that now. Okay, so let's give this a try. So first thing we need to do is just activate our hold button. Okay, perfect. So we're holding a button. We have now drunk an ominous potion. We've fired off a firework rocket. Now we should be able to go into free cam and see exactly what the heck is going on. Okay, so we're starting to see some raiders appear inside the farm. I saw a guy drop down there. Okay, I see how it's happening here. So the Ravagers are ending up at the top here. The other guys are ended up down here. Oh, TNT's dispensed into the water stream, and that is what's actually killing the guys. And I think because I am swiping, somehow that means I've done it. Oh, look, the EXP is flowing right down into me. Oh, this is pretty cool. And then the cycle continues. So what happens is, really quick, when this trapdoor comes down, I actually place my sword in this decorated pot, and then I get dispensed a rocket and an ominous bottle. I drink the ominous bottle to start the next raid. I fire off a rocket, and that is what actually damages these guys enough and makes them my kill, I guess. Here's all of the raid goodies that are flying across. This is pretty cool, actually. And pretty soon I will run out of raid bottles, though, and then the raid will end. So I can only run this for a limited time based on the number of bottles that I have. Okay, I've used this farm a few times now, and I think I better understand how it's working, which is good because I just got a message from Skunkmunkee on Discord, and he really wants to not die in a raid farm. So I think I'm going to meet him at the old raid farm and then give him the good news that I have a new one.
He's not here.
I'm here.
He's here. He is here.
I'm here.
Okay, he is here.
I was trying to sleep. Yeah, okay. Let me just sleep the night away just to make sure this thing's totally safe.
Oh, man.
Okay, so I told you last time...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I see you're all decked out. Beautiful. The last time we met, I told you that you needed full netherite gear. So I see you've got, all four, including the netherite chestplate and everything.
Yep.
Do you feel confident in your abilities
Nope.
to use this
Not in the slightest.
janky and scary and terrible farm?
No.
Okay, so here's what you need to do. Put your elytra back on.
Oh,
Yeah. And then fly with me this way because this farm's crap. I built another one.
Now that's a raid farm. That's a raid farm right there.
Yeah, see? Way better, right? Yeah.
Way better. Way
So-
better.
Yeah, that other one, I ran it a couple times. I couldn't get any good rates out of it. It was garbage. I needed to build a stacking raid farm, and so here it is. This is a stacking raid farm. Plus, this one is not fiddly at all. There's only two
Ooh, I like that.
minor things you need. You don't even need netherite gear. There's no danger you're gonna die in this one.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I went and raided bastions.
Well,
and,
at least now you have
I mean,
it.
It's, exactly. No,
So the two things that you do need to run this farm, the first is easy. The second is a little bit more difficult. In this bottom dropper over here, you need to put fireworks rockets in, but they need to have balls. So they need to have at least one ball. The other one is a little harder. So in this other bottom dropper over here, you need ominous bottles. Now, the benefit of that other little farm that I created over there is that it was self-sustaining. It generated bottles on the fly. This one doesn't. So this one will have to collect bottles. That does mean I'll probably need to make another farm at some point, which is an ominous bottle farm. That's not going to be a hard farm, though. I just need to make something like that. I've just been collecting these by hand. So all you really need to do, okay? First thing you're going to need is, you can use it's not an auto clicker per se. All you basically need to do is have some way of holding down like the use button with your sword, okay? That you can, put something heavy on your mouse if you want, or you can, hold down right click and then you do F3T and that'll reset yourself, right?
Huh?
So you hold down right click. You hold down right click,
Yeah.
and then you hold down F3 and push T.
What did I just do?
So what that's going to do is it's going to automatically lock yourself into the mode where you're just constantly swinging. You're actually in use mode right now. So if I were to put a chest in front of you, you would open that chest here. The next thing you need to do is fill up your entire inventory with just some junk item. Here's some dirt.
I have filled it up.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So
I had a
the
stack
only
of
thing
smooth stone on me.
nice. The only thing you need to have then is your sword on your hotbar,
Sword.
and every other slot is filled, right?
Every slot in the inventory is filled.
Okay. So what you're gonna do, quite simply, is you're gonna come up to this decorated pot. You're gonna stand in front of it, and you're going to point to the decorated pot, and you're gonna hold down right click and just stay that way. Okay?
Ah!
Yeah. So a bunch of things are gonna happen right now. Okay.
Ah! Okay.
It seems like for the first 3 rounds that nothing's happening. It's just kind of the way it is. You just have to wait for it. Oh no! You placed a block. Did you place?
I did?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, crud.
Hold on. Hold on.
No.
I can fix that. There you go. Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh no! It took my sword.
Your sword is down there. Fire the rocket. Fire. Yeah. And now you get your sword back.
Oh!
That's the way it
goodness
works.
gracious.
That's the way it works. Yeah.
That
You're
was
good.
So weird.
You're good. Yeah, just you can't have blocks in your offhand because it'll place blocks. You should be getting XP.
I am getting XP.
I'm gonna stand in there and steal some of your XP. I need to repair all my gear.
Weird. So I place my sword,
Yeah,
and it gives me a rocket.
yeah. It gives you a rocket.
Oh, and
It gives you an
oh,
ominous bottle, which you drink, and then it gives you a rocket,
Right.
which you fire, and then it gives you your sword back. Okay.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is way better use of an IOU than that other one.
Exactly. See, I figured I owed you a little bit better than we did before, so.
Oh, yeah, everybody I talked to is like, I'm just not sure this is a good deal.
See, but hey, never let it be said that Vid isn't a good guy, right? Because I knew this was garbage, and now I got you sorted.
So I literally am putting my sword in that clay pot, and then it's sucking it on and bringing it back to me.
That's exactly right.
That's
And so what's even weird here is that because, like, oh, does your sword have looting 3 on it? I'm assuming it does, right?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, so this is taking advantage of a really weird mechanic. Because you're not actually swiping and hitting anything with your sword. Normally these would rely on an armor stand, right? But, so what's happening is you're going to get dispensed a rocket, you're going to fire the rocket up, and then as the rocket is flying in the air, you're gonna switch back to your looting sword. The rocket is gonna do damage, and you're gonna get all that XP, looting XP, and drops because you've got looting on your sword.
Very cool.
Right?
Yeah, I learned that a long time ago. When you hit a gassed ball back, if you've got looting sword in your hand, it counts that. So,
yep, exactly.
Same principle.
Cool. I think that's it. I think that's the end of the raiders. Here comes the last of the XP.
That's so cool.
Make sure you turn off your auto-clicking thing.
Yeah, I was just holding it down, but yes.
Yeah, oh, perfect. Okay, so there you go. Now take a look at these chests here. Take a look. Like, I gotta put an auto-sorter in this, but like, hello. You know?
Yeah, that's a bit of loot right there. Just feel a little dumb about getting netherite, but okay.
Well, to be fair, I asked you to get netherite because I thought we'd be using that other farm. It wasn't until...
Oh, I get that.
And this is not even a joke. Yesterday, this tutorial got published. And I went, you have to be kidding me. A stacking raid farm? Like, today?
Wow.
So, yeah, so I thought, well, I have to build it now. And
oh, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, Skunkmunkee seems to be happy with the design of this brand new raid farm. It's way more safe and way more productive than the other one. There's only one problem. It needs an auto sorter, and I did kind of promise him that I would build one. And so, hey, how would you guys feel about a second time lapse? Let's hit that time lapse. Of time lapse, and there it is right there, the auto sorting system for this farm. This is a much needed improvement, and although we can't sort all items, for example, we can't sort out totems, we can't sort out potions. Well, we probably could if we put an extra little sorter thing in. It's not worth it. It's not worth the effort. And we can't sort saddles because they are stackable, non-stackable items. Same with totems, non-stackable. But we do have things like heads sorted out, sugar, sticks, glowstone, bottles, spider eyes, ominous banners, plus gunpowder, redstone, and emeralds. Plus, down here at the end, I do have ominous bottles being sorted. This farm generates a very, very small amount of ominous bottles. If you run it for 10 minutes, you'd be lucky to get, 1 or maybe 2 bottles total. No way to really know what they are, but I think it's great that we have a sorting system that can pull them out. Anyway, since the farm actually does require those bottles to start. Unfortunately, as I said, it doesn't self-sustain, so it requires a lot more bottles to run this machine than it actually generates in the end. So we're going to need to do something about that, and luckily for me, I have just a solution. By the way, I added a nether portal here as well, which makes things very simple. Let's check it out. Oh, there it is right there. Pillager Outpost. So we're on top of a cherry grove, cherry biome, and there is a little Pillager Outpost right here that we are going to use. And if I fly right in here, you'll see I've already blocked off the stairs so pillagers can't get up. This outpost claimed by VidMC. Yeah, claimed it a couple days ago. And now I basically need to turn this outpost into a farm. I do already have a great design for a farm, so I guess I'm just going to do that. But before I do that, I need to make sure there are no pillagers around to distract me. So I am going to do this in the form of a time lapse, but I think the first little bit you guys are going to want to see. Because if you ever want to do a Pillager Outpost or Ominous Bottle Farm in your survival world, you're going to want to know these tricks. Okay, there are two things I'm going to need. First and foremost, I'm going to need a couple of these guys right here. So, come on, buddy. Help me out here. Help me out. Ow, yeah, that's right. Yeah, distract. Distract. Let's go a little bit more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and ow. Ow. How can I get up here? That one. And ow. Yeah, don't die while I'm trying to do this here. Okay, just fly away a little bit. Get some strength back. Those guys are very distracted over there, and while they're distracted, I'm going to come over here and add another one of these guys because I'm going to need a bunch of them. Oops. There, nope, there. And here we go. Right there. Go, get them, boys. Get them. Get them. These guys don't survive long in Pillager Outpost. The other thing I can do, once I've got a couple iron golems walking around, that's this. Spamming torches. Because pillagers can't actually spawn in a light level that's higher than 8. So if you just make it here a little bit darker, they won't be able to spawn. Or a little bit lighter, I mean. Take away some of the darkness and add light. And yeah, I know I'm adding an awful lot of torches here. There's definitely a more efficient way to do this, and I will investigate that later. But for now, a bunch of torches. Okay, you've seen my tricks, iron golems and light. Those are the two things. Now I think it's time to do the rest in a time lapse. So get ready for time lapse number 3. Hit that time lapse. Time lapse, and guess what? The farm is all done, and I have been AFK up here for about the last 20 minutes. Yeah, I wanted to see just 20 minutes to see exactly what the rates are like on this farm. So let's fly down there and take a look. This farm is heavily inspired by a YouTuber by the name of Adil Games. And hopefully I can get down here without dying. There we go. And then run down here. The design is very similar to his design. Wow, that's loud. Wow, that's very loud. The main thing I did was obviously make this tunnel longer so that I could get in without having to go right into the middle. And also I added a bunch more soul campfires around the outside and a lot more trapdoors and areas for villagers, or pillagers, I should say, to fall in. Plus, there's not just one snow golem in there. There's about 10 or 12 or 15 snow golems in there, which seems to help a lot, because I guess this farm, just from reading the comments, seems to have some problems. Well, let's see. 20 minutes worth of AFK time. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That'll do. I've got almost a half a stack of every single type of bottle, which is fantastic. And I'm getting a bunch of ominous banners as well. These, unfortunately, are completely trash. I don't need them at all. But the bottles, of course, will be an outrageous addition, very necessary for the actual raid farm. So I'm going to go back up here and AFK for a little bit longer, probably at least a couple hours, just while I, watch some YouTube videos and stuff like that. And then I will try to load up my raid farm. Yeah, it's not the fastest farm in the world, but you know what? It's not bad. So
yeah,
you get...
it's definitely worth.
Yeah, you get over 300 bottles an hour. I calculated about 340 bottles an hour. It's supposed to give closer to 400, but whatever. It's, how many do we really need? Like, it's basically, yeah, our machine uses about 1 bottle per minute. So, so if you want to just like come up here and AFK for like 30 seconds to get like 10 bottles, you got 10 minutes out of the machine. So yeah. And then to collect bottles, basically, this is the scary part because you gotta, like, you will get attacked by these guys, but there's a little trap door down there. Follow me down here. And then come in and close the door behind you. There you go. Perfect. Nice and narrow right down here. And look at that. I emptied this out just before I flew away last time, so just us in the area just now, you know, it's doing a fine job.
Yeah. I mean, I spent probably 45 minutes just flying around a Pillager Outpost, and I got 5 bottles. So
yeah,
that's 6 bottles in 30 seconds. So yeah,
exactly. So it's not too bad, right? It does go through those, or it fills up the chests with ominous banners. That's the only problem. So you have to come down here once in a while and just clear out the banners. That's what I made this little hole for. You could just, you know, grab the banners and then just, you know, I just chuck them in here. Perfect.
Yeah.
I should probably put fire in there or something, but I keep thinking, like, what if I accidentally throw something in there? So.
Yep. I mean, I've done it.
Yeah, me too. I think this setup is going to do us both really well for everything that we need. So, yep, all fixed. Now I just got to get back to work on Relic Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so little to do there.
My distractions are over. Yeah. This has been a big one. This has been like, it's been on my mind for a long time. Get the raid farm back up and working. And now that it's working, I'm like, yes, it's like another check off the list there. Don't have to do that now. But I have fewer things that are distracting me now from just doing the Relic Runner stuff. So
Right, yeah.
I guess I should just do it. And do it I shall. I've spent enough time outside of Relic Runner doing side projects like this raid farm, and I really need to get back to Relic Runner. I really want to have the game open and running with levels 2 and 3 by the beginning of April. Don't hold me to that. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But it basically means I need to buckle down and just do it. Do all of the outstanding work. And yeah, I fully intend to get that done. Anyway, that's all I have time for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, do the like thing and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Highly encourage you to do that. That way you never miss an episode. If you want to see all of the other IgnitorSMP members' videos, you can check out their links. They're all in the description down below. And if you want to see more great content from me, you can check out the playlist that's on the screen right now. That's every episode right back to the beginning of Season 3. Plus, the video below that is the video that YouTube thinks you would like to see next. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.